Welcome back to Business Team. This video is a work plan for new marketers. You want to develop sustainable income. You have to start in a certain way and you have to do certain things. Okay. Your sustainable income will grow faster if you do the right things from the beginning. Makes sense, yeah? So focus your activities on a work program that will build a strong foundation. The Power of Three marketing process is designed specifically for this purpose, and anything else you do is just an add-on. So focus in on following the process of Power of Three and you'll find that you will progress very quickly. Let's start at the beginning with weeks 1 and 2. This is all about building your customer base. You've just come on board with us. First thing, looking for customers. Okay, now these customers can be in any area of business that we do. They can be airtime customers, health customers, or website customers. For me, it's a good idea to build customers in all areas of your business. It does make sense, and I'm sure you'll agree with that. So your job with customers is, first of all, explain the benefits of the products or the services to those guys. And talk with everyone you know, your family, your friends, the people you work with, all your colleagues. We actually have a names list you can download from the website, and there'll be one in your registration documentation, your startup documentation. And then use your startup airtime to contact your friends, to let them know you're in business and to get their products and services from you. And then once you start working with your customers, your job is to build a good customer relationship. In weeks 1 and 2, at the very same time that you're developing your customer base, as each new customer comes to you, ask them a question, because you're going to introduce your business to your customers. Ask them the question, are you interested in making some money? And if the answer is yes, give them a leaflet. All those who respond, give them a leaflet. Now that leaflet is contained in your establishment package, in your setup literature, and it asks them if they're interested in making money, if they want to become a marketer like you. And those who are responsive to that, then introduce those guys to your group leader. Step number 1, okay. And have a meeting with you, that new person, and your group leader. They're familiar with the product because they're using it as a customer. And the group leader and yourself, between you, you can explain to them how the business goes and then bring them on board. So in your weeks 1 and 2, work towards upgrading your first customer to be a marketer. And then when you've done that, replace that person with a brand new customer. So you keep a small customer base, 5 or 10 customers, or whatever you feel comfortable in servicing. Okay, don't overdo your customers. Use your customer base as a conveyor belt for upgrading to marketers. Okay. Now as you get to weeks 3 and 4, you're going to repeat this very same process, and you're going to focus your attention now on upgrading 2 more of those customers into marketers in exactly the same way. So you've got your customer base that you're working with, and you've already got 1 marketer. You're working towards 2 more marketers to build your team of 3 marketers to implement your Power of 3. Okay, so weeks 3 and 4, work towards upgrading 2 more customers to marketers, and at the same time refocus on working with your marketers, because they need to build a customer base the same as you. So put some of your attention in those weeks with your new marketers and help them to develop their customer base. Show them and be with them to do some of the marketing activities that we do as a team. This increases the sales of the company. More people out there doing marketing, more products move from those warehouses. Okay, so as you work with these guys now, convert those 1, 2, 3 into marketers, and that is your Power of 3. Now it's week 5 and week 6. Your total focus at this point should be working with your team. You should be working with each one of those 3, helping them to develop, helping them to grow, helping them to develop their customer base, helping them to develop their 1, 2, 3 marketers each. You're helping them to achieve their Power of 3. Now that's a really good idea for everyone, and especially for you, because your leverage bonuses start when you've completed that. when you've worked with Malusi, Ashika, Milesh, and your third new marketer, Milesh, has developed that power of 3, your leverage bonuses start in a really powerful way from there. Now we're at week 7 and week 8, and there's 2 important things, and they're always the same, guys. Replace your 3 customers that you upgraded with 3 new customers. If you haven't done it yet, then do that. Don't go on and go on. Go back and do this basic thing that I'm telling you now. Okay. Second thing is, teach your marketers to duplicate the process. Don't ignore that. If you ignore it, they won't do it. If you do it, it's done, and things will grow and proliferate. If you don't do it, other stuff happens. Now we know what happens if you follow the program, but if you follow some other kind of program, we don't know what happens. Okay, so 2 important things, and in weeks 7 and 8 I want you to reevaluate what you're doing and come back to this slide. Okay, and make sure you're doing these 2 things in that period. Replace those customers that you upgraded, and make sure you've dedicated time to be working with your marketers to making sure they're duplicating that process. If you do that, this sets the ground for you, and this gets you ready for serious business growth. Now don't get sidetracked at this point doing all kinds of other extraneous things. I see this often, so this slide is very important. Come back to it often. If you come along to a point in your business growth where you're grinding to a halt, come back to this slide and refocus into your team. Now at this point, let's talk a little bit about cash flow. You've got a small customer base, and they can be in all different things. So I've made a little series of sales here and some examples of where you might expect your cash flow to be at this point if you followed that process. Now you may find that you've got a few airtime customers. Now the sales profit on airtime sales is very small. It's only about 5%, so I'm not even going to include it in here. Whatever that comes to you, that's just cash money in your pocket that you can use. What are you going to use it for, guys? Remember, reinvest in your own business. Use it to buy more airtime stock facilities for your business purposes. Okay, don't waste it. Let us say you've developed 3 health customers, 1, 2, 3. Then you probably get an income of about 200 rands a month coming from STEMtech for that. Let us say you've done 1 single website referral, just 1, in that period, in that 3-month period. That would give you 1,000 rands commission for that activity. And then you would have a compensation bonus of 1,000 rands from business team for doing your power of 3. Okay. And then you would have a team leverage bonus of 2,000 rands for helping your marketers to achieve the same thing. So that's quite a nice little cash flow happening there. It's 2, 3, about 4,000 rands, 4,200 rands. Now that depends again initially on your customer base and the activity that you've done. It can be a lot more, it could be less. It depends on what you do. But this is I feel this is a reasonable kind of expectation. Now, what are you going to do with this money? Here's a very powerful point. Most people in business reinvest their money into their own business. That's the way your business grows. Don't take all your sales income and go out and squander it all away on stuff, on consumable stuff. You need to reinvest back into your own business, okay, to secure it, to make it stable, and to make it grow. So use this money for business activities, okay? Now, initially with your compensation bonus, we're going to help you to do that, because we're going to encourage you to reinvest your compensation bonus back into your next month's products for you, your health products and your airtime products. Okay, we'll encourage you to do that as time goes on. Use your other bonus, your team leverage bonus there, use it for some business related activity to grow and develop your business, and you should be doing that for about the next 6 months, reinvesting, reinvesting, reinvesting. So what we've shown you up to now in this video is your fast start. The fast start process. Do your power of 3 in your first month, Work with your team to duplicate that in the next month, then add one more and duplicate. And that's the continuous process. If you do that, this will build a rock solid foundation upon which you can build a very substantial business just by doing the exact same thing month after month, month after month, month after month. Working in that way brings us back to our idealized growth chart. This is what we showed you in the compensation plan. Top row shows the number of months, second row shows the number of marketers that are coming into the arena just by the power of 3 process, and month by month by month it shows the growth of the leverage bonuses. This comes now from establishment products ordered as each new marketer comes on board, and it shows the approximate monthly income just from STEMtech based upon the turnover of that company's product movement by the establishment process alone. And it shows you that from following that process in a simple way, you can develop quite a large marketing organization that are constantly ordering products. This is a very important concept, and as we said earlier, we know that it doesn't happen exactly in this way. Some people go quick, some people go slow. That depends on you. But the time frame isn't important, it's the concept that is important. At this point in your business, you will get the opportunity and you'll be in a position to become a group leader, a very special person within the context of the program. And when you help other people to develop skills, you're doing them a tremendous service, and you're doing yourself a tremendous service, because you get paid a training bonus of 300 rands for each new marketer in your training group. Each time those new marketers are developed and their establishment products are ordered, because they're in your training group, and that doesn't have anything to do with your personal team, you get another 300 rands. So your training group, again, has got 2 components. It's got a personal component with you teaching and educating other people in the skills of this industry, and it's got a leverage component that's going to come from your group, and we'll talk about that now. So what do you need to become a group leader, guys? Well, the first thing you need is a group, and this is the basic structure that you will have built by this stage if you'd follow this program. And you'll have a little group of people that need your assistance, need your guidance, and need your training. So here's you, and here's your 1, 2, 3 marketers. You worked with them, they're building their customer base each, and once they've achieved that, you've received your power of 3. You work with them until they achieve their power of 3. They build their customer base, and they upgrade 3 customers into marketers, and once that's done, then you're eligible to become a group leader, and you can enter into the group leader training program. Guys, it's important at this stage because your organization has really got a foothold now, and if you develop it properly from here in the same way, you're going to see massive exponential growth on your income. Now let's look at training group leverage. Here's the chart again, similar to the one we showed you before. Okay, there's the months on the top, there's the number of marketers developed into the team by the power of 3 process. Going down the chart diagonally was the leverage bonuses generated month by month by month by month. In month number 3, towards the end of month number 3, you will have developed a structure that enables you to enter into the group leader arena. And you'll see written in red, it says GL, group leader, at that point. And you see in that month, your leverage income generated there was 4,000 rand. From your group leader structure, with those very same people, a group leader bonus would generate to you of about 2,400 rands. In the following month, 4,008, 9,006, corresponding with those numbers of people. If those people are different, it will be a different amount. If they're more, it will be more. If there's less, it will be less. Okay. So your training group has got 2 separate components to it. It's got your personal training, and it's got a leverage component that comes to you automatically. Your training group is independent of your personal team, because you could be training people that are in somebody else's marketing team. And in that very same way within our system, somebody else, maybe in a different part of the country, could be training a person that's in your marketing team. Again, this comes down to teamwork, people helping people all over the country. Now, the training bonuses are extra to any leverage income that's coming from your normal business, and they're continuous in exactly the same way. Now, to become a group leader, there is a qualification necessary. You have to do certain things. First of all, you have to be working in the right way, working with the right processes. You have to be understanding the products and services of the companies we work with. You have to understand the products and the systems of those companies and also of business team. And you need to be in a position to answer questions of new people. Now, we've learned that new marketers and people that are looking at this and business idea for the first time, they usually have the same set of questions over and over again. So once you've learned these things, it becomes quite easy to convey it in a meaningful way. So we're coming towards the end of this video now on recommended work activity. And I'm sure you'll see by now this is not just about growing your business. This is also about personal development, developing you as a person into a leadership arena, and on from there. There are many doors that can open after what we've already shown you here. And if you stick around with us long enough, those doors will open for you. Guys, this is about success. And it's success not by accident. It's success based upon the duplication of a simple and effective business marketing system. Follow the process, follow the system, work with your guys, help other people, be part of the teamwork, be a team player, okay? You help other people, and what are you doing? You'll find in the long term you're going to help yourself in a very big way. Thanks guys, have a great day, and let's get busy.